Welcome to the DQ&Q Lifestyle Podcast with me, Marcus, and we're going to start off by talking about the YNW, well, some bits out of the YNW Melly case. I'm just going to go straight to the Snapchats. So, they're pulling up his Snapchats. Like, I didn't think you could pull up Snapchats. Never really thought about it, but I know people use that app. I don't use Snapchat. Even though I've got like 3 or 4 on there from when I've like attempted to use it, forgot the passwords, and to me it's just full of children and porn. Like, I'm power adding people because I've got a name to build out. I'm trying to do my fitness thing at first, DQ&Q Fitness. Trying to push the brand. I'm adding bare people on Facebook, Insta, and then people tell me to get onto, what's it called? Snap. And I'm adding bare people. But what it is about, because I'm power adding, obviously then certain things are popping up on my Facebook and that, it's like a bit of a red flag, so I'm like, whoa, block that person or unfriend that person, yeah? And yeah, a little bit on Insta, but it's not as easy on Insta. But Facebook, them people can go. Anyway, what it is, and then some you just avoid anyway if you catch it quick enough. Some just power and add. Do you know what I mean? I go add it moves. As for Snap, everyone's avatar is 12 years old. Like, everyone's avatar is just 12 years old. You put a beard on it. It's fresh faced. It's got a skateboard. It's got glasses on. It's doing a pose or some shit. It's green, you know. But whether the person behind the avatar is 20, or 200, you don't know. Then I started getting some like random snaps with like a squiggle on it. I didn't know what it meant. I'm an old man. You know, I talk about I've been in prison for 45 years. I'm telling you, that 6 years, things have changed differently. 215 to 221 with different times, like, completely different. It feels like you don't feel like I've just come out and things have, like, I don't know. I could talk about like how the lockdown and stuff, like, things changed there, and because everyone was online, so I don't know what the fuck happened, but it just seemed different when I came out. Everything was slightly different. I've touched on it here and there. So anyway, yeah, and I've googled it, and it means like pass on, and it says it's something that like kids don't afford. So kids are snapping me. Do you know what I mean? And then the odd one I'd catch in the unit, I said block, 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 block. And if it wasn't all getting bombarded by these like kids, yeah, it was fucking porn. Just a random message off a girl saying something. You ignore it. Something comes again. You ignore it. It's always the same sequence. It's like a message, like 3 messages, and then a sexy video or pic. Then it's titties out. Then it's everything out. Then it's this, it's that, and it was. I come off Snapchat anyway. That's why I'm not on it, because it's like I just don't like it anyway. I know some people are in a certain lifestyle, or I think they are, and they solely use Snap, thinking that Snap is like some Encro chat or something. But the YNW Melly case, they're bringing up his snaps. Snap, there is no, you don't have a folder, or like when you're on Facebook, you know, you got your photos in a folder and different folders, uploads and family and bay and just a love art that's a thing and a number 3. There is none of that. So if they're bringing up his snaps, surely they're getting into the phone or getting into, fuck knows where they're getting into it, like getting it from Snap Central or something. So I'm saying, I want to say be careful, yeah, but that's the old me. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do no fuckery. So when you're snapping stuff, it's not no fuckery that's going to get you sent down. Because when doing many cases looking peak, I watched the Cuff Boys version. CUF Boys. Cuff Boys, capital letters, yeah. And it's not looking good to a certain degree. They keep banging on about his phone because he's saying it's not his phone and they're saying it is his phone. And that's why they're bringing up his snaps and all these photos. It's just all of him. And, I've just had a haircut, by the way, so I've probably got like, got flipping hair plastered to my forehead and that. You know what I mean? I need something in the shower. But we're doing 30 pods in 30 days. We're on day 5, pod 5. And so we're going. So we are move, you know, that's it. And yeah. So it's just a waste of life. Young man, it looks like, I don't know if you know the case, what's happened, but he's in the, where would he be? Seems to be sat behind, obviously they're on the other side of the car. He sat behind the driver and he smoked the passenger, which would be the front passenger, which would be our driver's seat. And he smoked the guy that's behind what would be our front passenger seat. That's what it looks like. They found a bullet casing in the car, in a bag in the car. Then it looks like someone's got out and peppered up the car from outside to make it look like a drive-by. But they slumped this way because the shots have come this way, but then they jumped out of the car this side and peppered up the car on this side. And even one of the bullets that are in the car door, of the door that Melly's supposed to have got out of, it's at an angle that shows the door was open. So it looks like someone's jumped out, left the car door open, peppered it up. And it's almost like a circle. It's like a oval shape. So whether it's true or not, you don't know. Someone seems to have done it. We don't know if it's Melly or not, but it's just a waste of life. And it's just the same things that happen here. Like I was talking to a friend yesterday about beer things that happened in the bad old days. Like it was just active to death, and some of us are still here. I've got a couple of scars. My brethren's got a couple of scars. He's got more than me. And some are just lifed off for a long time. Like not even halfway through. They're doing 30 recs and not even halfway through. Like nearly halfway through or getting there. So it's just a waste of life, and that's just where it is in it. It's just about being able to make better decisions. It is difficult as children though, like as young men. It is difficult. But if you can persevere, don't even get on it. Forget all that. Don't jump on the clout. Forget all the girl. Like, don't forget all the girl, but forget the girl that want a clout chaser. Like, they're no good. Just watch them. You jump on your proper thing, you just watch them, like, fall off, basically. And as for the girl, don't be chasing no clout chasing man. Once again, you just do your thing. 9 to 5 it. Save up, do what you need to do. Utilize your own resources for your own maximum gain. And then just watch them man there that clout chasing that like you wanted or that want you, and just watch them fall off. You know the ones there. So that's the advice I've got to give, man. I've got to give it. And yeah, another conversation about your friendly neighbourhood murderer. This one's a bit of a mad one, but so I was thinking about, like, I don't even know what made it come about, but just somebody that's snapped, gone round to his neighbours, stoved his neighbour. Like, it's some, like, I don't know if you watched that Scar City Studios. I think some Brum geezer or something, yeah? Some black country geezer. And he did a story, what's it, Scar City? It was one of them anyway. 8 Puncho or Gangster Times or Scar City run a story about some guy in Sheffield stoving somebody's head into death. Yeah? Killed their neighbour or something, or someone close, like in proximity to them, with like, I don't know, the only thing I can think of is like, not like a backy tin, but one made for Pokemon cards. Like, stove someone's head in with one of them. That whatever they described the Pokemon card thing or something, and all I could liken it to was like a backy tin or something. Like, anyway, and I'm thinking somebody like that would put me about a little bit. Like, I won't be able to fully trust them. Like, there was a girl. There must have been a murder that happened in Chef. R.I.P. to everyone that's dead. Where a man and a girl, I don't know if they were junked up on drugs or what, or drink or whatever, plus on a mad thing, obviously mental health slipping, but them days there, this was a long time ago, this. I must have been in my early 20s, but it happened before that, because she come out of jail now. I'm with her. Like, me, I'm with my brethren's with his BM, and that's her friend or some shit. And they went, yo, no, come around buy a drink. Come around for a drink. I'm doing bits and bats, they're not. I've got P, basically, it's like, yo, bring a drink, they're saying. I brought a drink. You know what I mean? Like, so I've gone around there and he's told me who this girl is. He goes, oh, do you remember that time when that, I don't know if it was a milkman. Either a milkman or a pop man. 4:30 morning, I think it was a milkman. 4:30 morning, back in the milk float days. They've killed him. The man's killed him, I think. Looks like a samurai sword or something. And the girl's there. I don't know if she had put a 2 pence in or something, or she was just there or whatever. But obviously, he's doing a big one, and she's done some time. I don't really know the ins and outs because back then, it didn't matter. People getting killed, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, is that what? Or whatever. But once again, RIP, and it's just lives wasted on both sides. Condolences to the family of the deceased. So I'm in this yard with this girl now, and he's told me who she is, and I thought, whoa, like, I don't want. What am I doing here? She's getting liquored up and that. She's getting a bit giddy as well. I think she'd just come out, so she hadn't really been drinking like that. And I thought, right, that's why she's getting a bit giddy. Because I thought she was one of them, like, bit of a mad one. Like, has a couple of drinks and gets really drunk, even though she drinks all the time. Like, but it's like, oh, she must be. And that put me about a little bit. And I can't remember. I've said something now because I wasn't really the best at being subtle. I've said something, not horrible or all, but basically, I must have said. I can only imagine it was something like "stay away from me" or something. Like, I don't trust you or something. That's triggered her. She's gonna got a knife from the kitchen now. Now I don't think she did anything to this guy that died. That's why she came out so quick. She'd been in a couple of years or a couple whatever, but so she hadn't done not really, or we don't know. And I don't know. But she's gonna got a knife. I think what looking back now from my mindset now, I think because she's been put in that, she's been in jail obviously, and the female prisoner state's quite rough as well. So it's not that she had an easy time. She would have been quite, them get a lot on it. So I think a bit of that mentality is kicked in. She's probably a bit on it on road, and then being placed in a box and struggling when you come out, especially having a charge like that, because where's she supposed to turn? She's definitely gonna only not definitely, but I can only imagine her being. She's gonna be reliant on the state now. It's gonna be benefits because she won't be able to, because people aren't gonna want to hire. Do you know what I mean? Unless you become very articulate and can articulate what happened that night and explain away things and then utilize whatever charge she got to her advantage in terms of, I didn't do anything, I was just there. If you was there, to send it to the interviewers, if you was there and this person killed someone, you're just there. Or something. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'm not too sure. So I can't really remember it exactly. But I think I've triggered her by putting her in that box and it's made her live up to that, what I've said. So she went and got a knife, but it probably would have been the first time using a knife. I can't remember what happened after that anyway. Nothing happened anyway. I might have just left, or she might have just left, or we both might have just left. I don't know what happened. I can't remember. But what I'm saying is she put me about. But I know murderers. I know people that have killed people that are in this gang thing. Yeah, so I know people that have killed people in this gang thing, and they don't put me about. Because it's not just a on the whim kind of thing. Like, there's been a reason. A man's violated. We know the rules. If you violate, man's gonna come for you. I'm not condoning any of this behaviour, by the way. It's something that I subscribed to at that time. I don't subscribe to it now. Kill someone around me, grass on you in the shatty. Oh, don't do it, Hey, trust me, different mindset now. But anyway, you stop fucking with the mic and making that fucking noise on the. Can you imagine what it's like for people that are listening to it on Spotify? I forgive you, and other platforms. I forgive you. I mean, forgive me. I don't forgive you. What they say that? Yeah, I'm gone fucking mental. Anyway. So it seems to be different in the hood anyway. I don't, because where else does it happen? But it's like if a man violates, obviously we know, like for example, we're all bad man, we're all this, we're all that, we all do X, Y, and Z. We're in the fucking, I don't know, we're in the blues or something. A man's chatting up a man's girl. A man decides to take umbrage to that. We can see a man is chatting up a man's girl. Everyone knows that girl's that. Even it might be the opposite side. He pulls out his ratchet, goes to town. That's it. Whether he gets to life or gets off, just say he gets off now, he's back in the club. Man not afraid of him. Man know he's on job. But man's not afraid that this guy's about. Because he don't just go about randomly jucking up, man. Even if he's jucked up 100, man. It's been for a reason. Man robbed his things, man robbed his yard. Man looked at him funny, man scratched his car. Man tried chatting to his girl, man banged his girl. Like they're not paying him on time. just different reasons, bare reasons. Like I said, I'm not condoning it, but I just found it funny that there's murder's murder. But how there's some people that I won't feel comfortable. And I guess I was thinking about like why I don't feel comfortable around some people. It's because they've just blown up. They've just gone. There is no reason for them doing it. The reason that they've done it is because they've just emotionally. Where one person doing it on principle, and there's almost reason and logic to it. Even if they have lost their head, it's not the same as someone that's just lost their head at that point in time, that one time. Do you know what I mean? Like that's that quiet guy next door, that quiet girl next door, and she's just gone bananas on her partner. He's gone bananas, and he's. Do you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. Is it just me? I don't know if it's just me. It's a bit of a mad one still. But yeah, the main point of this one is self-talk. So, self-talk, positive self-talk, should I say? Because we talk ourselves, ruminating, you'll be talking stuff like, yeah, it took me for a decade, they're daft, they can't do that to me. I'm on about the positive self-talk, where I've touched on it quite a few times throughout, where I will run through, I just do different things at different times. So whether it's understanding my process, talking myself through it, like, right, I feel like this right now. So something's happened, someone's violated, for example, I feel, hurt, upset, vulnerable, especially when I'm feeling vulnerable. Now I want to protect myself. I'm feeling vulnerable, so that means it strips me of my armour. But now I'm going to draw for my weapons, not real weapons, like metaphorical weapons. Like I ain't got no armour on, they've metaphorically stripped me of my armour. That's why I'm feeling vulnerable now with their words or their actions or their thoughts or like their intention. So now I'm going to draw for my weapons, my metaphorical weapons of either verbally abuse them or be threatening, intimidating or violent. Understanding that that's what I want to do. So that's talking to myself through this process. But it'll be a quick process now because it's a quick pathway that I've lined up. It's not no slow thing. As quick as I used to just be like, yo, you what? Step forward, kaboom. Like, no. That's like where the self-talk comes in quick because it's a new pathway that I've developed where it would have been hard to talk myself out of these funny situations. It's easier now. It's quick because I've just developed that pathway. So it's just a quick process. So the self-talking to say that, even when I was talking about like the here and now, saying, something might happen that I've got to face tomorrow, but guess what? Right now, I am okay. Right now, everything is as it seems. The worry makes it feel like the world's crumbling and I don't know what's going to happen after that point. I can come with some ideas of what may happen, like this may happen, that may happen, that may happen, but I don't know. So don't let it go past what I don't know. Just be prepared for something happening. But at this current moment in time, I'm okay. That's self-talk. How else? Alhamdulillah. Yeah, just constantly having positive self-talk for yourself. So it's not just like affirmations, like, I am beautiful, I am calm. That can work for some people, and that's like that's more like of a giving yourself like a better self-image and a better giving yourself some self-worth. But the self-talk I'm on about is like when I said previously, literally 1 or 2 pods ago, about on the TC, the therapeutic community, they were teaching you to be your own therapist. So all these things that I'm running through, all these pods that I'm running through and talking to you about, this is basically the self-talk that I'd go through for different scenarios. It's not always the bang on, it's not like a script exactly. It's just roughly what I'd say or roughly how I think. Do you know what I mean? Because it's different at different times. Because obviously I'm just a human and things get through at different times. So I might say something. One person A might say something that hits don't really hit. But then they say it another time, another day when I'm already feeling sensitive from something else and it hits hard. The one's there. So I'm at different levels. Different variables are going to make me be on different levels. Do you know what I mean? And degrees of emotion. So it's not exactly what I go through, but it's roughly what I go through. It's always the same rough framework. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, the self-talk, having good self-talk. So that's basically what you could go through these pods and see what I'm saying and be able to get that self-talk for yourself and being able to talk yourself down. That's what it is. Because when we're in, oh, what have they done? I can't believe it. Or fuck, I'm going to do that thing now. when we're like that, we're quite high, and we need to be able to talk ourselves down. Because if there's nobody there, then what? So like, you're trying to ring someone, you're trying to ring your best friend, your mom, your whoever. You're trying to ring somebody to get them to bring you down. You might be trying to ring a service or something. But if there's no one there, then what? So then what? You're giving yourself the excuse to be able to go on a mad thing. Like, no, you need to look after you. You need to be able to develop the skills to be able to look after you. So this is a skill set to be able to look after myself, to bring myself down. And that's where I just like no reoffending. And it's not even like, I always talk about like the violence side of things. It's more erratic and it's more, there's more of a consequence. More people can relate more to me saying I'll smash Regina or you know what I mean, do other stuff, then if I'm talking about shotting, because people don't see shotting as like, oh well, it's just like an extra to the side hustle, just an extra way of an income. But even that, with the shotting, there was a time last year where I didn't, like, money was getting a bit like the cost of living thing, petrol's going up. It's like, whoa, like it was, and it could have been so easy to turn to trapping, just being able to go link a man, get a phone, and you know how it goes. It would have been so easy because I've got a reason to, like, I need to survive, I need to, but it's just the feeling that things are getting worse was leading to them thoughts. But then once again, it's self-talk, bring yourself down, like, but I'm okay right now though. So things might get worse. Petrol might cost a fiver a fucking litre or whatever, or a gallon or whatever, do you know what I mean? Or a tenner. Like, never mind a pound or something, £2. But that's fear of the future. So it was like, whoa, okay, things are getting bad. I'm having to spend more wage, but I've got the wage. And the wage is, this cost of living is cutting into my savings, but I've still got savings. And even if I didn't, I can still live. So I might not be able to pay my bills and save. I could still pay my bills. And I was saying this before about like certain people that get their lips done and eyelashes and nails and this and that and spending all this money and claiming you've got no money, but you've got money, you're spending it on other stuff. Do you know what I mean? Or even like the man them getting twisted up, sessioning all the time, I ain't got enough money. But it's the lifestyle you're leading that leads you to no money. The best way to have more money is to save, is to spend less. That's the easiest way to make more money or to have more money. Spend less. And people, it's just crazy. I used to even be the same. Like, I prioritize like cigarettes over other stuff. Do you know what I mean? Ganja over other stuff. Because that's what I thought I needed first. Like, but obviously looking at needs and wants and all them, the pod's there, check the pod out. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so basically self-talk is being able to talk yourself down. Getting into a habit of talking yourself down. And being able to, and being happy with it. Not just, and you're not just talking yourself down and you're still hating yourself because you didn't do anything to that person that did something to you, or you didn't make that move, or it's self-talking yourself, because like, so you can go around and see someone and you're like, oh, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or I should have left them, or I should have said this. But your friend will be there like, no, don't worry about it. Look, you still got your kids, you still got this, you still got that, you still got your job, you still got whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, everything. And it's like it almost justifying, giving a reason to why you didn't do that madness. But, and when your friend's doing it, it's almost like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Like, I'm not a mug, I'm not a muppet, I'm not an idiot for not doing that stuff. Because that's what we do. Like, everyone I know does this stuff that I do. Everyone's not peaceful monk, and I'm just going mad, clawing people's eyes out and breaking like, I said I should have done that. I've got people saying, no, they're there. So it's that community, that love and belonging. I'm still accepted. Do you know what I mean? But it's having that self-talk for yourself and having people around you that will support your own views and your own way of dealing with things. Not always living up to what the estate does, or what the family does, or what my friends do, or what the man them do, the gang. You know, the ones there, what social media does. Not living up to that, because that's all, I felt that's not working. Do you know what I mean? And that's that. So, this one's been a bit of a mazzoline, talking about M1s and that. But I'm sure you get where I'm coming from. It's just a little bit of food for thought. Just why, tell me what you think, do you know what I mean, of why one rattles me and one doesn't, even though they're both on an M, doing M charges. Alright, Marcus, the King Q Lifestyle Podcast.